Is it going?
It is now.
Hey guys, it's Lindsay, and I am back with my good friend
Greg Bickelsheimer. And for today's episode, we're going to be talking to you about how to make community theater better.
Yes, this is something that we've wanted to talk about for a while, and we have quite a few things to throw out there. So we're going to get right to it, just like we normally do. Number one, stop pre-casting shows. This is something that happens in a lot of different areas, and I hear about it online from different areas all over the United States, especially because I don't really follow much theater outside of the West End over there, okay, over that ocean. But it does happen. It does happen around here sometimes, and it is kind of heartbreaking because how do you know that you're not going to have like the most amazing person ever walk through the door who could have killed the role even better than what you thought you had someone do? I mean, at the very least, have them audition.
Give people a chance.
Let them audition. And then you can go, all right, well, I had my mind set on this person and I was right. I'm going to go with this person. I can respect that. But not giving anybody a chance to even have a shot at the role is so dissatisfying.
It's unfair.
It is unfair.
And I guess
you're missing out on opportunities that could be a great actor or actress walk through your doors.
You're not turning over all the stones.
Exactly.
Yes, it's not silver and gold, but still sapphires, rubies, and emeralds still shine just as bright.
Yep.
Number two, cast different actors. Add a little variety to each show. You don't want to cast the same actors in the leads with every show of the season because that just gets very repetitive. And
like if you have a smaller community theater though, and you don't have too many people that can carry those types of parts, then you know what? I totally get it. Because I would want my best actor and singer out there too, and if that's all I had, I would cast that way. But if I have a large group of people with multiple people who could do the part, then let other people shine sometimes.
Yeah, it's just wasted potential.
Number three, do more shows that people don't know. Simple as that. Nothing else to say. There are so many shows that are overdone, and it's just give them something new.
Yes, how many more times do we have to see a different production of Hairspray or Legally Blonde, God help us all?
I think they're getting ready to do that one this summer.
Number four, do more premieres. Regional, national, preferably.
World premiere. The most preferably. And if you can't do that, try to do national. You never know. It absolutely can happen to a small theater company, and it does all the time. You have to at least try. So if it's a good piece of work, don't be afraid to put the show on. Number five, stop doing Shakespeare. This is something that you have heard us say actually in the past, and just don't. This is just one of those things that you need to leave it alone.
And we're not saying stop doing Shakespeare altogether. Just, it's good.
It's too much.
Yeah, it's just like, if you're one to be, cultural, but
I'm over it, and I'm pretty sure that everybody else is too.
Number six, have more shows in the season.
Especially if you have like costumes that you can reuse and you don't have to spend a bunch of money on stuff like that, or you have things you can use, then you have the ability to put on more shows, and at that point more shows will equal more money. So you really just have to go off of what you know and don't know about your company. Alright, number seven, try to bring in people under 60. And that means not just to rehearsals or auditions or to do the shows, but also audiences. The younger they are, the better. They're gonna learn just a love for it when they're younger, and they're gonna really want it. And we have to have a future in theater. We have to have people that are younger excited about this for it to continue and be very successful. And you can't have a bunch of just old people in there. It's not like the Sunday show that you have and people come after church and see it. That's not what you're going for. You want young people.
Just have the older veterans teach the younger generation. Keep the wheels going.
Yep.
Number eight, offer childcare to parents during rehearsals. You don't realize how much of a benefit this is because there's a lot of people involved in community theater that are parents.
Or even single parents.
Yes.
Like,
And this would help them out immensely.
if you could set something up to where the parent or, who's in the show or working with the show can pay that person directly, you wouldn't make a profit off of it, but you would kind of benefit from it because you could potentially have more people there and maybe people that walk through the door that are incredible that couldn't have come because you didn't have childcare and they didn't either. Number 9. There should be theater camps, and I know that people do summer camps and theater camps, but I think I should call it more like a theater class.
Or workshop.
That works. Actually, that's probably better. It would be more like a workshop where you can have small children, preferably elementary school, possibly middle school, to come in one night a week for an hour or something and to learn the basics so that they too can start having a love for it. That way they get excited when they find out that there's junior shows to audition for, and by the time that they're able to go beyond those junior shows and work with the adults and stuff, they're going to be so excited to graduate from all of that. So I think it's imperative for these kids to learn early to love this stuff, and most of them, when they do learn early, they're very interested in it. So if this goes back with getting young ones in the seat, it's kind of the same thing. If you have more kids around the area that are aware of theater and how it works and what's going on, it's going to help your community theater immensely.
Yes, because it would definitely give people, the younger kids who come into theater, so they'll know what to do, they'll know what not to do, and it makes things a lot less stressful for the directors.
And they'll be excited to do it,
Yes.
especially, like I said, to bypass the junior shows and be able to do it with the adults and the older shows. They are going to be excited about it, and that's what you want for theater's future.
Number 10, do junior shows. If you're already doing junior shows, do more of them.
Or at least try if you have the ability to do it. And that also comes down to, once again, already having props you may have or need, because you can't go out and do a bunch of shows and you buy a bunch of new stuff every time. That's just not gonna work. So you know what you are capable of and not capable of doing when it comes to money, particularly. Number 11, don't cast too many people, specifically kids. Okay, I know that kids sell tickets. They bring people, they bring their mom, their dad, their brother's brother, their uncle, their second aunt on their mom's side, and they sell tickets, and that's wonderful. But don't cast it to the point where it's just a mess on stage. I don't have a problem working with kids. I love a lot of the kids that I've worked with, but I much prefer full adult shows.
Number 12, don't cast kids in shows that they are not needed to be in.
Or scenes where you don't have enough room to do the stuff you need to do, especially when it comes to dancing, and therefore things get dumbed down, and that's not fun. Number 13, if you are starting a new community theater and you are interested, the one thing that you just have to do is invest in some sort of real estate. You need a place where you can rehearse and put on your faux shows, like FAOUX, your faux shows. So you need to be able to have a place. I mean, even if it's like your mom's basement, like I get it in the beginning, but you have to graduate beyond that and get at least something, some type of something to rehearse in. Because if not, you're not gonna have a theater, period.
Number 14, treat your place like parties. Serve alcohol beverages if you can, if it's possible, depending on the venue.
Like seriously, people will enjoy it so much more. And every show that I've went to professional, except for any ones that are not allowed to have alcohol, they've all served alcohol, and there's never been any issue or problem with them serving alcohol. We just live in a very weird and stupid part of the United States where people are weird about alcohol. So for us, that's a thing. And I know that if you're doing things in bigger cities and stuff, the one thing you're gonna have is alcohol. So it's kind of obvious, but for around here, it's not so much, and it should be, but whatever.
Yeah, make it like Movie Tavern, only instead of movies, it's actual live theater.
Yeah. Number 15, try to have more audience participation. There are multiple ways to do this. Rocky Horror does something similar, and you need to steal the gimmick because you can. Try to have them be much more interactive. Tell them that you maybe for one night of the performances want them to act as an Elizabethan audience or a vaudeville audience, and have them boo and heckle. this is a gimmick that works, and people do not put it into play enough, and it also makes a lot more participation for your audience, and the people that are on stage performing are going to feed from it. So yes.
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 Do that.
Number 16, invest a lot in advertisement.
Well, what you can. But you need to advertise the crap out of your show as much as you can. And not just your shows, but your theater.
Yeah, so like flyers, posters, banners, Facebook, YouTube.
Use all of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's all there, so use it. It's like right at your fingertips. Don't be afraid to. You have to get the word out somehow, and usually social media these days is a good way to do it. Number 17, look into getting sponsors. Now, at the most recent theater that I've done theater at, we have sponsors, and they have special little tables that are close right on top of the stage, down front, and they get mentioned at the very beginning, I think, of the performance, and they're people that help keep our community theater running. It is important to have this type of stuff because with theater, you have to have money, and you have to have help. You can't have this and make it go well and not even attempt to get sponsors, because if you don't attempt, then it's never going to happen. But if you attempt, you can go, at least I tried. Number 18, try to do some local stuff. See if there's any local writers in the area. Hold a contest, maybe like a one-act play, and of course, charge an entry fee. And see what else is out there in your community. This is stuff that you could do and do it outside of your community as well, but it would be so fun. We have so much talent in this area. I would be totally interested in reading some people's local work, and writing and having an entry fee for it is a bonus for you, because once again, that's something that you're able to make money on.
Number 19, have someone vlog behind the scenes of the show just for memories.
I mean, at least just for memories. So if you have someone taking video every once in a while, then you will get some type of footage, and it'll be totally for memory's sake. But it makes it more fun. It gives you something to look forward to, and it gives you this wonderful memory that you've had. And I know that I still have Little Mermaid videos to upload, and they are going to happen. It's just I'm having trouble for some reason, because it was a while ago, getting them from my phone to my computer.
Number 20. Learn to take constructive criticism. I've noticed this a lot in the community theater, because a lot of people cannot handle being criticized at all.
It's rough.
Yeah, some people,
it's hard too, and I agree. I get it with people, because sometimes it is hard to hear, but you gotta take it, man.
Yeah, but the best way to evolve, not as an actor or as a director, but as an artist, you have to learn the what, why, and how. What you did wrong, why it was wrong, and how you can do it better. You have to learn to accept these criticisms, because I've seen too many people that, for example, that there's like local reviews, and they explain the what, why, and how over the simplest criticisms of an actor or a director in the way they did a play or the lighting, and people just, scream at the top of their lungs till they're blue in the face.
If you're not into criticism, and then you don't need to be doing theater, because everybody that comes to that show is going to critique it, whether it's in their head, online, for a vlog, whatever. People are going to critique it. So if you can't handle critiques and don't realize that they are there to make you better, then there's no point in doing this.
Yeah, it's just like, and you're not above being criticized. I'm sorry, but
everybody can be better.
Yeah.
You can always be made a little bit better.
It's like, yeah, you can do well, but
we've said something like this before, because I've said take criticism positively. They want you to do better because they know you can do better, so they're pushing you. Look at it as a positive thing instead of a negative experience. Number 21 is the last one, and this is something I've mildly touched on, but you have to do what you can to make money. That's why I mentioned an entry fee with like a local one-act thing or something. You have to do anything that you can, whether it's selling t-shirts, which is something that I've dealt with from a couple different, companies in the past.
Or charging a fee for workshops, little mini classes.
And like I said, and they could have those for kids. That's something they could charge and have like a monthly fee, and they come like once or twice a week, or a weekly fee or whatever. But you have to do what you can to make money, or it's never going to work. Community theater is not cheap. It is expensive. When we get told how much money is being spent on our shows, it makes my heart drop. It's a lot. It's a lot. So you have to do what you can to make money. Don't be afraid to like hold, you know, all that stuff. Do a bake sale. Do whatever you gotta do to get some money under your belt, because to have quality theater, you're just, sadly, you're gonna have to have money. It's just how it is. You're just gonna have to. And you need to have access to like props and costumes, and if not, then that's something else you're gonna have to spend money on. So money, 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 just like it's with everything else in life. Those are our those are our 21 things on how to make community theater better. And I'm sure that we've not touched on them all. I guarantee you, we've looked at this list and talked about this numerous times now, but I guarantee you that there is some stuff that we have forgotten. So if you have anything to add to this, please let us know in the comments down below, and hit the subscribe button for us. We'd appreciate it so much.
Hit the bell.
That bell too will alert you so that you know when we post our videos, and we will be back soon. Bye guys.
Catch you later.